When it's light out or in a room, you can't see what's going on inside this flask. But if you head inside, step into the darkness. I'm Kwon here in Carlsbad at a company called PyroFarms that sells this stuff and hoping it becomes an educational opportunity. This pool of water only does this at night, so that means Dean Sauer spends a lot of time in the dark.
Yes, I do.
Dean is the founder and CEO of PyroFarms. The company grows and sells the stuff that makes this flask glow. He's here in Carlsbad many nights doing quality control, making sure the creatures are happy.
It's a single cell organism that lives in generally the water, mostly the oceans.
They're called dinoflagellates, plant-like plankton, also known as microalgae or algae. It's the same stuff that can make the ocean waves glow, like this, the bioluminescence you may have heard of or seen. Under a microscope, they look like this. Dean says, sure, they're tiny but mighty.
These guys here produce most of the air we're breathing right now, and they're also removing most of the CO2 from the atmosphere.
They reproduce by sort of elongating, eventually pinching off into two. The process takes about a week.
So they simply divide and divide, so they're considered immortal.
They're also nocturnal, gathering energy from the sun during the day, glowing at night. Wait a minute, so they're immortal and like the dark, like vampires?
I haven't thought about that, but that actually, that's actually a good characterization.
The vampires, phytoplankton, are what's inside these pouches the company sells. They also have available containers to pour the pouches into. Michael Lum received pouches and this orb a few years ago.
My grandmother actually gave it to me as a gift, and I've kept them alive ever since.
As the orb ran out of space, he started using all kinds of bottles. They're all displayed here on his window in Riverside.
Everyone has heard of like bioluminescence in the tide, but nobody's really seen it unless you live in Santa Barbara or San Diego or anything like that.
But now he can see the glow here at home. Back here in Carlsbad, keeping these guys glowing is Dean's main objective. Sure, to sell.
But I really want to kind of guide people down to the next step and understand that, you know, all the things that the ocean plankton, the phytoplankton in the ocean do for us.
Tiny but mighty, and Dean hopes to help all his organisms continue to glow.